Hey, I don't know what happened again that we were just discussing about the continuation of yesterday's session, and I don't know, it got some stuck somewhere. So extremely sorry for the technical problem, guys. So I just created one more link, and we'll just brief you whatever has happened. So I was just asking you guys to also comment with the next subject of a VIBGYOR WhatsApp challenge that you expect us to conduct for you all. So meanwhile, rather than wasting some any other time, let us straight away go to the review of the Kolkata this one photographs. So as I was saying that we have very few photographs from Calcutta, and we'll start with this one of Prosenjit Basu. Prosenjit, yes, definitely, it's a very nicely slow shutter image, and we find nice leading lines, and we have nice formations in the center where the eyes are taking. But if you consider the subject of the challenge was the watch. So here somehow I took some time where the watch is. Yeah, it is there, and it is also in line with the guiding lines and everything. But you see, there are so much of lights, and there are so much of glorifying materials. Like we have some starry effect, we have some blue, we have some reds and yellows, and with all this, like also we have some white sparks, and the watch is somehow getting disappearing in the entire frame. So considering that part, again, it's a very nicely taken shot, but maybe this can be used again for some sessions where we have a challenge for slow shutter, or maybe these light trails. One more by Prosenjit Basu. It is taken at the Nakoda, if I'm not wrong, and it is taken during the time of Ramadan. So this one is a very nicely composed, and the perspective is really nice. What we find is that there is a watch at the foreground where it is totally pointing at the 12, and it is pointing towards the viewer, and we have the nice red color wall. We have the people, those who are there, gathered for the Ramadan ceremony. So considering all that fact, yes, it's again a very nicely taken image, and very different from whatever we have got. So this is something a very fresh view for all of us. Yeah. So yesterday, if I when I was talking to Urnita, and I was saying, I think to Sateja and a few more guys, even Arvindji, that whenever you're clicking a watch which is put up on a wall, like with a wall clock, so how can you add up your creativity? So Pritam has given a very good example out here. So you see, this is maybe a scene of a cafe in Calcutta where you have the watch out there, and there is a nice placard of God bless you. But the main subtle click of this entire creative frame is the watch also on the backside of the t-shirt the guy is wearing, which is there in the foreground. So there's a nice imaginative connection, and if you consider my own views, for example, if I happen to be there in the same cafe one day, sitting maybe in the same seat where Pritam is sitting, maybe I can get a click of this same watch. Maybe at that time it was about 2:55, the same time, and the placard was also there. But maybe it's like very uncertain that I will also get a person who will be wearing a T-shirt like this, and so that I can get a frame which exactly matches with what his creative eyes have got of. So nicely done, Pritam. Okay, so the second last and the last second last entry and the last participant from Calcutta, that is Samrat Biswas. This is taken at Jantar Mantar, Taman Mandir Palace in Varanasi. So yes, it's a nice concept of a different kind of watch or time calculator which you have shared. But again, I would say that it's more like a documentary aspect. I'll give a very high point on the documentary aspect. But considering again the different forms of photography that we keep seeing from Samrat, maybe this is something which could have got some more creativity. This is what exactly I was saying. Like Samrat has given a nice example of exactly what I commented a few minutes back. So very nice expression of the person. He's doing maybe a repairing work of the watch, specifically the gadget which is the eye gear which he is wearing. Here, it is just my sole understanding that A little bit of cropping would have been like make it a good frame, rather a much better frame, because you don't need this shutter which is actually going all of a sudden getting cut at the extreme left side corner. And I don't know, but I feel there is a small tilt also which is towards the left hand side, which can be corrected. So that ends all the entries from Calcutta, and we'll straight away now go to the best five. Before we go to the best five, let me let you know that this best five is not always made for you guys that the only those five are the best one. It is not like that. The main thing is that we just try to make you understand that apart from like the other photographs, these five photographs have made a difference, and I would like people to know about them. So the first one which I would like to share with you is of Suman. So Suman from Bhubaneswar. So I would share the photograph out here again. Yeah, so this is the one. So why I loved the concept, I have shared yesterday my own views, is that Suman has made it really nice that he has given a very social message that you can't follow time if you follow mobile. So like the message that he has given, that to save your time and to save your own self from this mobile maniac, and just to utilize as much valuable time as possible. So Suman, I really appreciate this session and this beautiful frame. The next one, before we take too much of time, let me share that this one is from Hyderabad, and this one is none other than Shiva KS. Now, here again, as I say that we have taken this session, and we have already given you the views of all these photographs. But once again, I'm sharing these images because people those who have not viewed the photographs yesterday can just have a view. So now here what you see is that it's a nice fast track watch which he has taken, and we has taken a 5 rupee coin beside. Now what is very important is the entire composition and the thought process of using a coin, which is the time and the value. Like I somehow liked it. Now, yesterday in the session also, I've told that maybe this 5 rupee coin could have been replaced by something which more valuable, because time is really priceless. But you see, if you consider the dial of the watch and you consider the entire diameter of the 5 rupee coin, especially the color tone, like that is so well balanced. A little bit of highlight can be reduced on the watch, would have been really nice, but somehow it is really nice. So Shiva, thank you so much for sharing this image with us. I really appreciate. Now, next we have more three session, what do you call, best images. So I'll start one by one in serial order of how it has come. So first one is definitely Hanif Tarvi. So Hanif, this is your image. Yeah. So this one definitely, somebody may comment that it is a bit of high contrast, and maybe a little bit of contrast can be reduced. But irrespective of whatever comment somebody can have or have there in their mind, the entire composition, the arrangement, and the way it has been portrayed overall, I don't feel that people really can take their mind off from the main subject. It's very well balanced. Again, as I told you yesterday, what I loved so much is the nicely placed cover of the foot, the book cover, and the nicely shined metallic part of the watch. Now, see, as I told you, these are the things which really matter when you try to come up on the top end side or the cream of the entire images. So that made Hanif's image as one of the best five. Now we again come to our. We had one, two, three, third, and now we have two more left. So the second last, as we share with you, is Kirtan. So Kirtan has again made it. Last time also he has made in one of the best five. So this time again, Kirtan, your image, as I was telling yesterday, it is very nicely composed, and I loved the way you have taken a lot of geometry into it. Some circles, you have nice leading lines, you have a triangle. The only suggestion I will give it to you, that I would really like to see this image a little bit of more colors out of it, because I feel here the saturation level has been brought down. I don't know the exact reason, but that is absolutely your own choice, and I really don't mind doing that one. But it is just my own curiosity. nothing else. Don't take it as a comment or as anything else. That why don't you share the same image with a bit of more saturation, where you will find some more blues from jeans, some more maroon or the red from the camera strap, and maybe some more wooden parts from the different watches that we have. So we'll just have a comparison and see that how it looks. So that is the sole intention. There is nothing else. And last but not the least, I would like to share is the image by Raj. So that one has been taken at the Sahar airport, and I was telling you yesterday, this image has really made a lot of difference because it's very well taken, the perspective, and especially the way he has utilized the entire formation of the ceiling. The two columns, the one is the pole on which the watch is there, the other column of the entire ceiling, the structure, and the lights and everything. It's so beautifully taken. I'm really, really, I appreciate Raj for this wonderful perspective, and this also has bagged as one of the best five. So, guys, these are the best 5 images which we have received for with your WhatsApp challenge. The second one, where the theme was the watch. Once again, I appreciate each one of you, irrespective of whether you have made it for the best 5 or not, that your participation for this challenge has made this challenge so difficult for us to get the best 5 out of it. So I hope there will be more and more participation henceforth, and there will be more people to give us a tough time to get the best 5 out of the lot. And as I told you, that if you guys are missing it out, if somebody is watching the video and they are like in a blank see that what is this VIBGYOR WhatsApp challenge, like from where on earth is it coming? So all you need to do is that go to our official website, that is www.infovibgyor.com. INFO, that is info VIBGYOR. It is like VIBGYOR, infovibgyor.com. In the homepage at the bottom side, you will find the link where you can join our WhatsApp group. The group has been distributed into 4 cities as per your choice, and there is no limitation that you can just join only one city. You can join all the 4, or you can join more than one, or you can join only one. But the point is that all the 4 cities have happening discussions all across the day. There are strict group rules. You have to also read the group rules before you register for the WhatsApp group, because we are very strict on that, and we really do eliminate people those who are not following the group rules properly, because we understand that if the rules are not followed and it is not unanimous, there will be a lot of chaos, and maybe people will lose interest in the group. So our main intention from the group rules are not to eliminate actually, but to keep a decorum and a healthy discussion across the day for art and photography. So I see you guys again very soon, and as I told you, I'll be looking forward to see more comments out here in this video, where you will be commenting for the type of themes that you are looking forward for with your WhatsApp challenge, the third part. And you can also share your views across WhatsApp messages, maybe even phone calls, so in whichever aspect you want. So the message should reach us, and let's see who gives us the best idea, which you see across the day in front of you very easily, but also is very difficult and creative to find it out, challenge out of it. So till then, guys, I'll see you very soon. And for the guys and friends and family members of Mumbai, we'll be seeing you very soon in this Sunday. So this Sunday morning, we'll be there at Bhandup Pumping Station, where we'll be clicking some birds. And exactly the same day in the evening, we have the most fascinating event that we have planned for this Valentine's Day. That is named as per the session is the Valentine's, where we are solely looking forward for married couples, where they get the chance to groove and take some more photographs for them. And there will be a few bachelors who will be instigating that you should also get hooked very soon. So see you guys very soon, and till then, good night.